Welcome to Vlogmas Day 1. Happy December 1st. This is my first time ever doing this, my first year ever having a YouTube channel for that matter. So I don't know how this is gonna go because honestly I'm a little bit confused how people do all of this. Like it took me, when I filmed my first YouTube video, it took me a good 2 weeks to edit it and then to finally post it and like get it right. So I don't know how people do this for 25 days straight. I definitely want to do some crafts, like some holiday crafts, some fun holiday activities. There's some really fun things in DC. I live in the Northern Virginia area, if you guys didn't know. I'm a metro ride away from DC, so there's a lot of fun holiday things to do in DC this time of year. For this video, I'm gonna do some holiday crafts because I've been meaning to make an orange garland. I've been seeing them all over TikTok and I'm obsessed with them. And apparently if you make them correctly, they won't mold. They will preserve very nicely in like your holiday boxes throughout the year, so you can reuse them over and over again. We can't start a holiday video off though without a holiday coffee, and I just went to Trader Joe's this morning and I found their salted caramel hot chocolate mix, and I'm gonna make a coffee with it because I thought that it would be really good. Okay, so my favorite coffee is Phil's Coffee, and around the winter time they have a winter bliss. I used to live in Arlington, Virginia, where there was a Phil's like a minute away from me. It was a walking distance, it was perfect, and then they closed it down right before I moved. So honestly, perfect timing to close it down because I'm moving anyway. Like I moved further out into Virginia. But I used to be obsessed with their winter bliss. I think it had like chocolate at the bottom and then the milk on top was seasoned, or like it had like cardamom in it, I think, cinnamon, and all these different holiday spices. And so I think I'm gonna make a coffee right now with the salted caramel hot chocolate mix at the bottom of my coffee, and then I'm gonna make some sort of like caramel milk cold foam, I think, for the top. Is that what's called? Cold foam. My holiday decor this year is very consistent with everything that you've been seeing on TikTok. I just put some bows. I love bows. I know that bows are trendy right now, but I think that they're so cute. I don't know if I'm gonna decorate the outside of my house. One, because I don't have any lights. I'm not one to go out and buy Christmas decorations every single year. Like I like to accumulate my Christmas decorations over the years. I add like not one or two. I add a few new holiday decorations to my collection every single year, but when I'm older, I would love to just have a whole collection of holiday decor that I have accumulated throughout my life. And then every single piece would remind me of like that period in my life. And I just think that that is the beauty of collecting things over time instead of buying things new every single year. So this is the salted caramel hot chocolate from Trader Joe's that I was talking about. And I'm just gonna put this at the bottom of my cup. And I think this already has a ton of sugar in it, so I won't really need to use any syrups in my coffee this time. One other project that I need to finish that I've been putting off for like a month at this point is tiling. So all of this is tiled, not grouted yet, but all of this needs to get tiled this exact same color, and I'm just putting it off because it's so time consuming. And you know what, I really respect people who know how to tile because it's not easy, because we have to like cut all around this specific things and like all around these, and it's just, oh my god, it's so time consuming. So let's make a coffee. I just don't like how it looks, like the backdrop. I've also been putting this off. I tore out this baseboard because I've been meaning to put a coffee bar right here, and I haven't gotten around to it. There's just so much to do, but I always put my coffee grounds in my plants. I have a lot of plants. I always get asked like, how do you do this? I have a lot of plants, so I just alternate all the time. Like you just alternate with all my plants, and then you spread it around, and then when you water it, it's kind of like fertilizer for the plant. I'm using filtered salt, obviously. One of my favorite coffees. My beloved mug drawer that I always get compliments on. Start putting your mugs in a drawer. It's so convenient. And well, when it looks nice. These ones are all kind of messed up, but I love my mug drawer. I'm gonna put a little bit of this salted caramel hot cocoa at the bottom of the cup to flavor my coffee and give it some sweetness. Brew that. good latte art requires perfectly frothed milk, which I mess up about like 80% of the time. But the 20% of the time that the milk is perfect, the latte art looks exquisite. I love doing latte art. It's probably one of my favorite things to do. Uh-oh, okay. With how poorly I frothed this milk, I thought that this was going to be worse, but I can save this latte art. Like, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. You just add some ears. Okay, it's not great, but it's okay because we're covering it up with caramel instead. Or anyway. Amazing, perfect little holiday latte, salted caramel. And look, I get to clean up my mess with a holiday scented cleaner. I found these at Target and I've been obsessed with them. They smell so good. It's mandatory when you go to Trader Joe's around the holidays, you have to get their pine cones and then their real garland. So my idea is I'm gonna hang this garland behind me on that like little plant shelf thing. I'm gonna kind of drape it down and then I'm gonna make an orange garland along with it to drape along with it. I don't know how it's gonna look. I have to like play around with it to see how I would like it, but I love the look of orange garlands and they're so easy and so cheap to make. All you need is twine and I think 3 or 4 oranges. And these oranges I think were like 89 cents at Trader Joe's, so not a bad deal. And you wanna, well, in my opinion, you wanna look for ones that aren't super ripe. That way, the juicier they are, the longer they're gonna take to dry and to cook in the oven because they have a lot of juice in them. You can always pat them dry, but I like to just look for ones that aren't super juicy. And you want to try and cut them thinly. Like that. I mean, that's thin enough. These ones are perfect because they're not juicy, like they're not super ripe yet. These ones are perfect. This actually might be a little bit too thick. I'm going to try and do it thinner, but cutting them really thin is hard and I don't want to risk breaking them. Oopsie. I think my knife needs to be sharpened. Hold on, I gotta sharpen my knife. I'm supposed to put the oven at, I think 175 is what I saw. So that'll preheat. And now we just wait like 6 hours for them to be done. In the meantime, I can start putting my garland up here. So I'm gonna take all my plants down first, just so I don't knock any of them over. Actually, it's really dusty up here. Now the question is, should I put it right here? Should I put it right here? Or should I like drape it? Oh, see, I feel like draping it right here might even look better. And then putting the oranges right here. Like, okay, hold on. Maybe I should do that. I feel like it would look really good. Okay, I think I'm gonna try doing that. I need to get a chair. I like this here, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna be able to hold it up. Like, I don't have anything heavy enough. The command strips that I have are teeny tiny little ones. So I don't know if I'll have anything heavy enough. Somehow I managed to get it up. I tied it around these 2 poles with twine. And I have this little leftover piece that I'm just gonna kind of like lay the little branches right here, and then I'm gonna put my plants back over top of it. It's 5:26 p.m. and the oranges still are not done. I think they probably have like 3 more hours left, and I was really hoping to get this done tonight. Getting 2 kittens on Saturday which I'm so excited for. They're 2 little orange kittens. So that's going to be Vlogmas Day 2. I have a feeling that they're both going to be adopted at the adoption event on Sunday because they're the cutest little kittens ever. And I was looking at the rescues website and there are no other orange kittens except for these 2 that I'm fostering. So I think that means that like might mean that orange cats are in high demand around here and people really want to adopt orange cats. So I might only have them for 1 night, which, I mean, I don't want to speak too soon, but I would kind of be upset about that if they got adopted super quickly because I want a cat. But I guess I can always foster another one. So that's the good news. If they get adopted, I'll just be able to foster more. They're really, really cute. They're 2 boys. So they're both siblings. I think that they're around 7 weeks old. Their names are Boris and Barnaby. Kind of silly names, but they are so, so cute. The one thing about cats that I'm a little bit nervous about is how my dogs are going to react to them. I think that's why I'm choosing to foster instead of adopt right away, because I just want to make sure that my dogs adjust well to it, because they were here first, so it's not really fair if I get a cat and they're not, like, they don't like it. And I know that it takes a while to adjust, so I'm not gonna, like, if I only have the cats for a night and the dogs don't like them, I'm gonna give it time, because obviously it takes time to adjust to those changes. But if after a while I can tell that my dogs really are not okay with it, then I probably will have to rethink my decision to adopt a cat. But I have a feeling that they're gonna be okay with it. Archie loves baby animals, like he loves puppies. I feel like he would love a kitten, but I don't know. I don't want to jinx it, so knock on wood that he actually does love the kittens. I'm so hungry, but I can't cook anything in the oven because these oranges are still cooking. I might just have to get takeout. I've been trying not to get takeout recently because I get takeout, like, I'm embarrassed to admit how often I get takeout. I think pretty much dry. It took about 5 years for these to be done. I think I need like a really long piece. I'm using a nail. I want it to be like, so I can like hang it like this. Oh my. Oh, that was a bug. It's kind of dark, but it's finally done. Oh my god, this took like 9 hours. That's it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow for day 2. Bye.